Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for giving me voice. Today, I will talk about the view of comparison of oxygen fuel and, and renewable resources of hydrogen production. The research was delivered in recent number of Journal of Environmental Chemical Engineering with the leadership of Professor Ibrahim Dinser from Ontario Tech University. Is the one of the leaders in hydrogen production. He published in 20 years 595 papers in pyrolysis, hydrogen production, reforming, and gasification, making leader and the most knowing person about hydrogen production industrial in the world. This is the cooperation with he cooperates in here with his Turkish from Turkey, with ISME technology, which is leadership of Dr. Isaac Viren, and this is how we made in 2003, and entitled A Comprehensive Review of Environmental and Economic Impacts of Hydrogen Production from Traditional and Cleaner Resources. Here, Professor Ibrahim is comparing biological way of production of hydrogen, photofermentation, dark fermentation, microbial electrolysis, and the fossil fuel method and water resources, water regeneration, and biogas gasification and gasification, and among biomass-based processes, photofermentation, according to Professor Disse, is most environment friendly, presenting low warming potential value because the and acidification potential because both dark fermentation and microbial cell becomes more emitting carbon dioxide, however much less than gasification and pyrolysis. The other highest gases greenhouse effect is in gasification, less in pyrolysis. Even for 1 kilogram of hydrogen, in case of gasification, they produce 20 kilograms of carbon dioxide, while in case of pyrolysis, just 10 kilograms, so is much higher for gasification, is much more greenhouse effective provider than in case of pyrolysis, and much less, 20 times less than in case of photofermentation and dark fermentation, and similarly less than sulfur dioxide, which generates even 140 grams of sulfur oxide per kilogram of hydrogen. So this is the final report. First, we'll discuss how we can die, how we was feeling, because it's the why is schmacking, because Professor Dinser is thinking the aim that in 40 to 20 years the demand of energy will increase 48%, and these will be over the limits of fossil fuels just 80% of energy demands. Moreover, the most significant environmental problem associated with forests is release of greenhouse gases, which are global warming and ozone layer. The full, reliable, and accessible energy supply is critical for the sustainable and modern societies. This is essential need to quickly transforming from traditional to sustainable and making the future for future generations. Because if not, we will destroy and future generations will live in the media time lives. There are a couple of renewable sources of energy. Hydroelectric. Yes, Professor Robinson, you have a question? Okay, I will continue. So this is the time. There were some renewable sources like hydropower, wind, ocean waves, thermal energy, biomass, and solar system, which are thermal problems, and they are also nuclear, which are favor alike in China, but unlike due to dangerous, for example, the European Union. The fossil fuel besides France, fossil fuels, coal, natural gas, petroleum, and natural gas by steam reforming that's the biggest 60% of production, and they are thinking how to make. The fossil fuels is the largest monocarbon fuel will substitute hydrogen does not emit during combustion carbon dioxide. Currently, majority is by fossil fuels. However, these conventional productions are not adequately sustainable. They are produced from fossil fuels, and now there are seven production technologies, some more, because electrolysis, gasification, steam reforming, photofermentation, dark fermentation, microbial electrolysis, hybrid, and photofermentation, also hybrid, and others. So photolysis and biophotolysis. He doesn't mention about biophotolysis and photolysis. So this is the mechanocatalyst, which is part of photocatalyst that can produce hydrogen due to the friction. There is some gas here. So this is not unfavorable, but he gives the compare seven technologies, and these are more frequent. 64. Hydrogen production would be possibly by solar and wind and by electrolysis, and this is used to be by European Union and as green energy compared to blue energy, because the first is gray for energy, according to European Union and United Nations, which is coming from gray. So fossil fuels is hydrogen, then this steam reforming with gas, and by reforming on biogas